Good morning, everyone. This is Ryan Ender with your Wednesday, February 5th morning market commentary. If there's one word to describe what's been controlling these markets here over a couple of weeks, that word is panic. And over the last two nights, we've seen that panic ease a little bit. First slide we have here, looking at a few headlines from last night. China speaking a little bit more positive in the way of the coronavirus. First mentioning that a research team may have found an effective drug to treat people with the virus, and then also stating that they're willing to put fiscal measures to aid the virus fight as well. Maybe these headlines are large and important. Maybe they're big to the market, but the most important part is that they do ease panic. And we also see right here that the Shanghai index is slowly recovering since when it resumed after taking the time off from the lunar holiday, and since it's resumed after getting hit for the first day, it's been on a slow recovery. And again, for our markets and all world markets, all we need to see is the Shanghai index recover at least a little bit to limit panic in our markets. So that'll be the number one factor guiding us here through today and maybe the next few days as well. Let's flip over to the March bean chart. Quickly just showing this chart to show that obviously beans have been one of the markets most affected by the panic selling. We see the ugly slide that's gone on here for 3 weeks, despite exports that are solid, or in some cases on various weeks actually positive. So again, if panic caused most of the slide in the beans, an easing in panic could be all we need for a bean market recovery. Flipping over to the cattle, let's look at this 1 to 8 day snow map. We are seeing here a talked about snow event cutting through Texas, Oklahoma. Again, this does miss enough cattle areas that we haven't seen much of an effect on the futures market yet. We could see an effect on the futures market when the snow actually hits. We'll have to see, but for now, the cattle market here looking at this snow and waiting to hear our first cash cattle bids, which we still don't have yet. Cattle fundamentals for the week, we're looking at a show list as down 13,900. Maybe implies a $1 to $2 higher cash trade. Last week's cash trade was $121.98, and like we mentioned, no bids seen in this cattle yet. Cattle maybe not quite as much affected by the panic trade, more affected by fund liquidation, and funds have been quiet since last Friday. So we can turn attention more to the cash market rather than fund trade, but we always want to keep a very close eye on those funds as they do still hold a 71,000 contract long position.